What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Downtown Dudes Show. So, we got some breaking news, man. I'm sure you guys have probably heard it by now, but if you haven't, Malik Beasley, Pistons guard Malik Beasley, is under investigation for allegedly gambling on NBA games. And the report comes from Shams via Twitter. And there's actually an article that we're going to take a look at that actually has his quotes, and we can read the article together and break this thing down piece by piece. So let's go ahead and take a look at this article. It comes from MLive. It says here, Pistons Malik Beasley, subject of investigation into alleged NBA gambling. So let's just take a look and skim through the article here and take a look at the main points. It says here, Detroit Pistons guard Malik Beasley is the subject of an investigation from the U.S. District Attorney's Office for alleged gambling on the NBA. ESPN's Shams Charania first reported Sunday. The allegations of Beasley betting on NBA games and prop bets are from the 2023-2024 season, when Beasley, 28, was a member of the Milwaukee Bucks. That's interesting. An investigation is not a charge, Beasley's attorney, Steve Haney, told ESPN. Malik is afforded the same right of the presumption of innocence as anyone else under the U.S. Constitution. As of now, he has not been charged with anything. After playing for the Bucks, Beasley signed a one-year deal with the Pistons and played a key role in bringing them to the playoffs, averaging 16.3 points on 41% shooting from beyond the arc, primarily off the bench. He finished second in sixth man of the year voting. Beasley is set to become a top free agent on the market, but was reportedly nearing a 3-year deal to rejoin the Pistons. According to Charania, those talks are on pause. The investigation has been ongoing for about 18 months, overseen by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of New York, Haney told the Detroit News. Finally, the NBA cracked down on player gambling last season when former Toronto Raptors forward Jontay Porter, brother of Michael Porter Jr., was banned for life by the league after it was found he had disclosed confidential information about his own health status to a bettor and placed 13 bets on NBA games using another person's account. After being accused of disclosing confidential information to sports bettors, limiting his own participation in one or more games for betting purposes, and betting on NBA games, he also faced federal felony charges and pled guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Wow. The NBA is cooperating with the federal prosecutor's investigation, according to a spokesman. Well, that was a mouthful, right? A lot there. So let me just first start by saying this, and this is not going to be a long show, guys. I kind of want to just get to the point here. Let's just wait and see what happens. Or there was a lot said there, a lot of talk about, obviously Jontay Porter last season when he was banned from the game for his participation in betting and the ramifications of that. So the NBA they're not playing around when it comes to this, because it really does damage the product financially, and the quality and the integrity of the product is damaged when you have this in the game with players who are doing this, right? So I want to get that out the way, because that is very much the case. The NBA does not play. Adam Silver does not play. Adam Silver is very lenient, much more lenient than the likes of David Stern, who was the former commissioner before him. But everybody has their things. And obviously, this is not even something that just he feels this way, but the whole league feels this way, and they should feel this way. But he does not play when it comes to betting. And he's shown that with multiple situations in the past. So like I said, though, I want to start with this. Let's just wait and see what happens. Let's just wait and see. This could be just an allegation. We don't know, right? Beasley's attorney, as we read there, has said that he has not been charged with anything. So it is possible that this clears and there's no proof of anything. And the Pistons could potentially be able to bring him back, because he has not been charged, once again, with anything, right? Due process has not run its course yet. So aside from the personal side from him, what does this mean for the Pistons, though? Because even though that may be the case, there are some ramifications of him at least having this alleged charge against him as far as timing, right? This may explain why there have been reports to the Pistons being linked to Nickeil Alexander-Walker and guys of that nature being able to come to this team and being able to play a role, right? But this has been ongoing for 18 months. So we don't know if we don't know who has known about this for 18 months, but we know that this has been under investigation, at least privately and confidently, for 18 months, since before he even came here. So we don't know what that means. We don't know if the Pistons knew that before bringing him here, and maybe they had information that we weren't privy to know it was only going to be an allegation, and that was it, and they made the move because they felt that way. Maybe they didn't know, and that's why they decided to bring him here. Like, who knows? We don't know any of that information right now, and that's why I think it's important to just wait and see. I know it doesn't look great, but we don't have all the information. We don't have all the information. So, but aside from that, this could really be a problem for the Pistons as a basketball team, because, and for Malik Beasley, it's very unfortunate for a guy like Malik Beasley, because he was in talks with the Pistons of returning on the 3-year deal for $42 million a year. And with free agency looming tomorrow, this could really throw a monkey wrench in the Pistons' plans with what they want to do, because who knows how long this process is going to be drawn out. We don't know how long it's going to be until there is an official verdict passed, right? The fact that it's been ongoing for 18 months already shows how long these things can kind of drag on, whether guilty or not, right? So with that, do the Pistons wait? Right? It sounds like they had a deal agreed, right? 3 for 42. But at this point, with this kind of coming out now, I don't know if the Pistons can afford to wait, because we all know that the Pistons have plans of upgrading their roster, and they can't just sit around on the sideline and wait for any one player, right, to become available. Unfortunately, you can't do that. So whether this is something, whether this is nothing, either way, it's still an unfortunate situation for both the Pistons and for Malik Beasley from a timing standpoint. So for me, guys, personally, I know it looks bad, but personally, I'm not passing any judgment until something official comes out. Until we know, I don't think anybody should be jumping to any conclusions, saying anything negative about Malik Beasley or what. Even though it doesn't look great, we still have to allow due process to run its course, right? So I'm not jumping to any conclusions on Malik Beasley as of right now. It doesn't look great at all. It looks bad, but I'm just going to wait and see what happens with that, and also wait and see what Trajan Langdon and those in the front office decide to do moving forward. Who knows? Maybe if they decide to go in a different direction other than Malik Beasley, it means that the process could have drawn out longer than they thought. Or they may know that it may take a while to kind of settle itself, even if he is guilty and they can't decide to wait. Or, maybe they know something that we don't. So I think what Trajan Langdon does may kind of give us an indication as to what may really be going on. Yeah, but hopefully it's not anything, like with Jontay Porter, right, who was actively just getting involved, with these prop bets and just setting everything up to where he could benefit financially from it. Like, that's not a good look. And hopefully that's not the case here with Malik Beasley, because if it is, he may have played his last game in the NBA. We know with Jontay Porter, he was banned swiftly for the things that he did. So I hope for Malik's case, not even just the Pistons case, but I hope for his case, for his career on a personal level, that this does not have legs to it. And that even if he doesn't return to the Pistons, he can still continue to play out his career in the NBA, because he had a career year last year, right? He had played the best basketball of his career with the Pistons last season. Points-wise and efficiency-wise, he was far and away the best that the NBA has ever seen. So I just hope for his sake that whether it's here or elsewhere, that this is not true, and that he can move forward, the Pistons can move forward, whether together or not. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. But as of right now, we just got to wait and see. So that's all I got for you guys, man. To recap, Malik Beasley, once again, is under investigation for allegedly gambling on NBA games. And his attorney has come out and said that no charges have been filed against him at this time. And at this point, he should be treated as anybody else will be treated in the situation, which is innocent to proven guilty. So let's just hope that it's the former and not the latter. So when we get more on this, we'll be sure to bring it to you guys. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's anything to this? Do you think the Pistons can sit around and wait? Do you think the Pistons should wait? Is he worth the wait? Or do the Pistons avoid just staying on the sideline waiting for one guy and doing what's best for their organization and not really putting too much focus on one individual person in their situation. What do you guys think? We got to wait and see. So once we have more information for you guys, I'll be back here. And that is a wrap for this episode, guys. And you guys already know, Detroit versus everybody. Peace.
All the dirty work, all dog. I'ma dive on the floor, go try to block every shot, and I'm gonna be physical with you the whole game. You know Stu gonna be physical with you. When you think of the Pistons, you think it's just hard work and just gritty basketball. That's just the identity you gotta have when you put on that jersey.
I'm not your average breed of canine. Not a good dog, I'm bad boy for life. I set the tone, don't care about no tick. Let it be known, I get my respect. Come in the lane and see I don't bluff. If you retaliate, that's on ya. Talking pundits, I hear you're ashamed. Talking that chop, you must run this way. Tryna tell ya, if the dog palm, mess around, find out, Tryna tell ya, if the dog palm, mess around, find out, For some barbecue sauce, boy, you better cough a hill, cause I'm like that. When you're ready for some barbecue sauce, boy, you better cough a hill, cause I'm like that. The dog mom mess around.